أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين فاطر السماوات والأرضين ثم الصلاة على رسوله الكريم جد الحسن والحسين مولانا ومولى الثقلين أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الغر الميامين المحجلين ولعنة على أعدائهم أجمعين وغاصبي حقوقهم ومنكري فضائلهم من ليلنا هذا إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في كتابه الحكيم وقوله الحق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Yesterday we discussed about ta'awun 'ala al-birri wa taqwa, help each other in piety and goodness and good deed. And I gave you several examples. If we help each other, not only receive great reward from our task, but also Allah increase thawab in multifold. And many examples I gave you, just because you connect from yesterday. When you offer your salat with jamaat, yes. When you offer individually, your one rakat count as a one rakat. But when you offer your salat with jamaat, because you're helping each other, want to unite, want to do together, each rakat count as a 2,000 rakat. One revise. Others said you are like the 40 years of individual salat is less rewardable than one salat which congregation will pray. So that means we help each other, then our reward going to be multifolded. So we have to help each other and try to unite and work together so we can receive greater reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when we help each other, we have to help each other in goodness. What is goodness? So here this is the few verses of that I mentioned in the beginning of my speech. What am I saying? هو الذي خلق الموت والحياة. He is who created death and life. Not life and death. Death and life. لَيَبْلُوكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. So he can judge among who is doing the best deed. So what is the main message behind it? Allah is not saying here, Allah is the creator of life and death. Allah is saying Allah is creator of death and life. That means Allah is not considering this life as a real life, because this life is going to end, and this life is based on our physical body which is going to die. Allah is talking about the life which have no end, and it's life in hereafter. So Allah says, وَالَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ. Allah first created death, then He created the life, because that life had no end. Why Allah gave us this life and why Allah created death? So لَيَبْلُوكُمْ. Allah wants to test you, check among you. أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا, who is doing the best deed. So now we have to look for our deeds and try to perform the best deed so we can get success in hereafter. So that is the topic for best deed and how the best deed effect in our life and what are the best deeds we have to collect in our life so our life we consider successful life. But this is one message that Allah does not want to know who is doing the best deed. This for us, to Allah created this life to we can check our own life, we are on right track or not. Life is nothing but a task. Life is nothing but doing something. You cannot say any moment of your life you are not doing anything. Can you say any moment of your life you can say I am not doing anything? It's not possible, right? Why? Because even you are not physically active, your brain is active. You're doing something. You're doing something. No, funny thing is that when we are awake, our brain works slower We don't use our brain as much as we use our brain while we are sleeping. Our brain works faster in our sleeping time rather we use with our control. So that means even we are doing something or not, our brain is functioning, our thought process is going on, so our thought process is correct, we receive sawab. Innamal a'malu binniyat. Whenever we are thinking, if our thinking is correct, if our intention is good behind our thinking process, then we receive the thawab for that. That's Allah's mercy. Allah wants to shower His mercy upon us. He does not want to get hardship in our life. Allah wants to make our life easy in this world and also in hereafter. So Allah start giving reward to us on our thought process. If we have a right thought process, then we receive thawab. So how we create a right thought process, how we make our life straight, go in the right direction. So we are looking for good deeds to perform. And good deeds are based on our choices. Many good deeds may be available for one time, we have to choose best of them. That is the intellect, that is the human nature to choose the best out of many choices. So for that we have to acquire knowledge, check which deed is best among all the deeds available for us. And when you choose the right choices, I was talking to the kids, you see, if you want to be successful in life, I motivate many kids, and alhamdulillah, due to my motivation and my past experience of my own life, I ask them to, if you spend your 10 years of this your life, when you become 15 to 25, with these 10 years, if you seriously study 1 hour every day, give you a relaxation of 1 month in future life. If you are playing, investing your time in this duration, you have to work hard for whole life on minimum wage. Choice is yours. If you want to seriously study, pursue a good, successful career, then you control your own life. You have very controlled environment. AC is in your control. Whatever temperature you want, you can put yourself. But if you are not controlling your own life right now, other people are going to control your life. You're going to spend your time and your life under the control of others. So become successful in life. You have to control your life right now. Put yourself in your own custody, commander of your own desires and soul, then you become successful. So this is one of the ways. If we cannot control our thought process, we cannot successful in life. If we are not controlling our time and design our life correctly, we have problem in future. So I give you very basic things you may learn in your the Sunday school. If not, this is again reminder because many Sunday school kids are here. Some of I was talking before, but some of not. So if you want to really make your life successful, there's a 3 steps for you. Ayyukum ahsanu amala. There are 3 steps for. Step number 1 said musharata. You heard that word? Musharata. Musharata means you promise yourself, when you do the musharata, when you wake up in the morning, you promise yourself, I'm going to spend my life according to wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is number 1. Means I'm not going to do any act unless I check my Lord is happy with that or not. His razayat in my act or not. You promise yourself. Musharata. It's called musharata. When you do the musharata, when you wake up, do not jump from your bed. Think. Right? This is a gift is given to you. After sleep, this is the new life you are receiving from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A day is blessed day for you, waiting for you, right? So when you sit on your bed, you say, oh Allah, I promise for me. I'm going to spend my day according to your will. Whatever you ask me to do, I'm going to follow that thing. Whatever you said, don't do, I'm going to refrain from that, stay away from it. That is your first step to do in the morning. But you have to have whole schedule in your mind. We already booked a ticket for a movie. Then musharata are not going to be completed. Recites Allah. I'm not talking about bad movies. You are allowed to see very good movies. They are not have any kind of lahu love. That's called, but I will give you examples so you can think. You have to check. You have to do musharatah to check yourself. You are going to school, one of the musharatah, because acquiring knowledge is wajib. When you go for your job, it's one of the wajib things. Yes, you're going to, obviously you're going to do. But beside that, what other act you're going to perform, you have to check yourself. Make promise to yourself, you're not going to do anything which is unlawful. That's first step for doing it. Step number 1. What is step number 2? It's called muraqabah. Surveillance. Watching ourselves. The whole day, you feel you are under surveillance. The cameras are recording your deeds. You see, in our center, we have, before I think 32 lines, 64 cameras are recording. So whenever the smallest thing, or they have very high definition camera, they can zoom it out, and they put like very advanced one. So and I give you a better example. Maybe you can go to my center and think. I can give the example related to the kids. Before, whenever you're in a classroom and your teacher is for some work, you step out of your class, then kids start playing, right? In Urdu we say, "Chale gaye thanedar, ab dar kis baat ka." Right? But right now, these things are not happening. Even the teacher in the class or not, kids are sitting very calmly, not doing any funny things. Why? Because they realize there's a many camera observing their action. Before the teacher was looking at them, right now principal is observing. They are connected to the principal. Now the classroom in Georgia is permissible to live without assistance. But still they have camera in every class. In our knowledge school, City of Knowledge School, we have camera in every class. This broadcast directly in the principal's room. Principal looking in every camera what is happening in the class. So if there's surveillance, they always observe the deeds. So you say, Maulana, when I drive a car, yes, camera. You see how many cameras are recording your deeds? 9 cameras are with you. How many? 9 cameras. Okay. I can count for you. You're some surprise. 9 cameras are recording your deeds every day, and then all going to be played in Day of Judgment. Number 1, which you know, is 2 angels. But their name is Raqib and Atid. Record? Therefore that thing, right? They change duty every 12 hours. You know that thing? Their duty is only 12 hours. You say, Maulana, how do you know? You never appoint them. You say, no, I have a riwayat in my mind. You see, if you wake up in the morning, that's a riwayat. Their duty is 12 hours. Why their duty is 12 hours? Because in the morning, when you wake up earliest time of the Fajr, and you pray earliest time, your 2 rakat count 4 rakat. Why? Because duty is changing. So 2 angels, they were recording in whole night. They write down your 2 rakat salat of Fajr, and also who is coming and taking responsibility, they also write. So you get double. If you offer your salat earliest time, late, then only one going to record. Recite salat. Allah salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Second witness from Quran, your own organs going to give witness for you. All organs. Your tongue going to speak whatever they said, your hand and your feet is going to give witness against you. They are also recording all the deeds. That reason when we resurrect and have judgment, our face is bright and shiny, illuminated or dark because of our duty. So our body is one of the witness against or in favor of us. Number 2. Number 3. Our soul and nafs. 3. Number 4. The time segment. The video play on 5 minutes and 14 seconds. Right? That's called time segment. So time is the witness against you. Then place is the witness. How the place going to witness? This is the riwayat. When you go into masjid, do not pray on one place every time. Change your place, because all places going to come and go, and they're going to give the witness in favor of you. If you pray in every musalla of the masjid, whole masjid is going to come. If you pray only one place, then only one section going to come. And also it's against the taqwa. When you pray in one place, you become arrogant. Oh, this is my place, I don't allow anyone. In a place, I find this place of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I can worship there. So place is again one of the witness against us. You can't counting, right? If he is missing, then let me know, I will complete all 9. Then, Prophet ﷺ is witness on our deeds. Then our Aimma Tahirin, our Imam Zamana, receive our all the deeds every Thursday night or Friday. And if we are good, they pray for us. Allah give us more strength to do good deeds continuously. If not, then they pray Allah correct our deeds and make us a good believer. The last one is most important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is himself is witness for our deeds. Recite Sabat. There are 9 or 1 is missing as I know. The believers is witness for each other. Today you are sitting in the majlis. Yesterday they know who is coming, who was not there, right? Who going to give witness? Who was present yesterday? Recite Sabat. Believers are witness for each other too. No doubt in that. So there are 9 witnesses against in favor of us. So it is called muraqabah. Muraqabah is continuously our actions are under surveillance. We are observed by 9 different things, right? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to our nafs and you know that's not. I started from the very easy one, then I went to all the way. So there is no possibility. If we believe these all recordings are going continuously, we always check our deeds before we perform, because we cannot run away from these 9 witnesses that are put for us. But do not be scared, guys. I never recite any majlis to scare someone. I always give hope. That means when you do good deeds, none of good deeds going to be lost, because 9 witnesses are Allah created for your good deeds to give you reward in day of judgment. Besides Allah. So these are 9. So what it is called muraqabah. So in the morning you do musharata, and the whole day you are under muraqabah. It's still not done. One part, very important part is left, and that's called muhasabah, counting. When you sit on your bed, do not fall asleep directly. It's not a good idea. I have my this, I checked, I have decided. I used to recite today, I chose the subject of like the mosquito bite, like the tricky one. It's related, I don't know, I recite here notes about the mosquito. It's one of the very good majlis of mine is about Tawheed, right? I had added so many things. And I said, check this, I didn't come. I said, okay, then go this one. Because maybe like more women are here to give some connect to yesterday's subject is not much better to give you complete message about the deeds, right? So when you, I have one whole majlis about sleep. I checked. It's available on the website. Whole majlis about sleep. Sleep is a miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I proved the Tawheed through that majlis, and I also give you some act to perform before you go to sleep. 4 of them is very important. Do not go to the bed without performing wuzu. Recite 3 times for Allah. Ask for forgiveness for all the believers. And also, one more important thing is recite 4 times, 3 times Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. You receive the thawab of completion of the Quran, performing a Hajj, and also Umrah, and receiving the forgiveness of all the mu'mineen. And last is you get the intercession from all the prophets. You recite 3 times. Recite 1 time right now. So that is the time of muhasabah. When you sit on your bed, check. When you did the musharata in the morning, how much your day was successful. How much you are able to accomplish your task. When you're sitting in the bed, whatever you promise in the morning, you're able to fulfill your promise or not. If somewhere you are lagging behind, you can ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, I try to make myself best devotee, best believer, but some way my nafs overpowered me and tried to mislead me, but still I ask forgiveness from you. Oh Allah, give me strength to fight against shaitan and my nafs and do my good deeds better than I performed yesterday or today. That's called muhasabah, because accounting for day by day is much easier than you do the accounting weekly or do the accounting monthly. Yearly is not possible because you forget so many things. So you have to do your accounting on daily basis. Every day you check. When you start your day and you end your day was considered successful and very easy. Check yourself. This is the best thing I can give you as advice. See, if Allah wants to decide your Jahannam or Jannat on that day, you consider yourself Jannati or Jannat. If Allah is not going to decide, Allah is so kind and merciful. But still we have to check ourselves, our deeds like that. If we are checking our deeds like that, then we are going to fulfill that order of Allah subhanahu. Ayyukum ahsanu. Who is among you performing the best deed? The best deed not going to perform unless we follow this path. Easy, not hard, right? If we follow these 3 steps easily, we can get perfection in our life. Our life is going to be straight on right path. Now, go to the next one. What is the benefit of performing good deeds? We not only receive the thawab in hereafter, but there is another verse of the Quran which is the main part of today's discussion. Innal hasanat yudhibna sayyi'at. When you perform the good deeds, if you made mistake in your life, Allah delete your mistake due to these good deeds. Some of good deeds have effect to Allah forgive your some mistakes and bad deeds. This is not my word. This is word of Allah subhanahu. This is word of Quran. Innal hasanat yudhibna sayyi'at. When good deeds remove the bad deeds from your deed book. So now this is a very optimistic, hopeful for us. If you make mistake, that does not mean you consider bad person. Allah giving us chance to correct ourselves by performing good deeds. Is that logical or not? Is that possible? Yes, sir. It's possible for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sin, to delete our bad deeds because of our good deeds. But how possible? Logically, is it possible or not? I give you an example. This is given in the tafsir book. This one employee was very naughty. He never listened. He's like the employer and always cause problem for him and very weak in his task. Right? This one. Other side. One employee was very good. For his employer, always perform his task on time and better than what he expected from him. This 2 types of scenario, right? But person who was very good, right? Very good in his work, one day he became angry and killed the employer's son. He was good whole life, serving his employer, his master. But he became angry one day and he killed his son. What will happen? It's all good deeds he performed whole life going to be nullified. No effect because he killed son of his employer. Then his all good deeds are removed. It's called habitat amalahum. Some people done some bad deeds. Due to their bad deeds, their good deeds are nullified. That's also part of the Quran. Right? So there's possibility. Some responsible, we said, if someone is not fulfilling some requirement, then their all good deeds going to be no reward for them. This is logic. Why? If someone believe in Tawheed, because he denounced the prophethood, he said, I don't believe in the prophet. Allah said, okay, your all good deeds are gone because you killed the prophethood. Same thing, we say if someone is not believing in Wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib, same effect going to come. I mentioned this riwayat. Is riwayat of some prophet, is someone leave the life of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam and he perform Hajj for 1000 times. He give the charity for like mountain of Uhud, and he killed between the Rukn and Maqam. Rukn and Maqam is between the Hajar Aswad and the Maqam Ibrahim. If he does not have the love of Ahlul Bayt and Imam Ali alayhi salam, Allah not going to accept any of his deeds. That's that means if Allah asks to believe in me, with me you have to believe in prophethood and also believe in the Wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib, then I am going to start recording your deeds. If you are not completing that part, then your deeds not going to count. The one part. Now go other way around. Person was not fulfilling his all the required duties. Then one day what he saw, his employer's son is drowning in the pool. He jumped and saved his life. Now what going to happen? not going to forget all the mistakes he made. You're going to say, thank you. You did big favor for me. You saved my only son. I have. Because of your help, I have my son in front of me. So I forgive your mistake. Now you're going to be a good employee. So this is some good deeds cause Allah forgive and forget our bad deeds. Inna hasnat yuzilma sayyad. Our good deeds cause Allah forgive our bad deeds. But that does not mean we have to start doing bad deeds. Yes, if you made mistake, we have chance to recover from that mistake and make our life correct. So now what good deeds we have to look for that? How we have to make our good deeds so we receive that kind of favor and benefit. There are many good deeds. They use for good deeds word hasana. What they do? Use good deeds are said in the Quran in the best form hasana. Ayyukum ahsanu amala. Ahsan is from the same. So what is the hasana is? What is the hasana form? This reason you have the best dua in your form. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban. Oh Allah, give me hasana in this world and also in hereafter, and forgive my sins. If you go in Riwayat and ask what is hasana, they are going to tell you the hasana is the best belief, and among them the hasana is the wilayat Ali ibn Abi Talib. If you have that belief, you have a chance to stay on the right path and you receive the full reward of your good deeds. If you are performing good deeds, these are the best way to achieve it. So if you are doing musharata, muraqaba and muhasaba, among them check how many, this is the best thing. When you do your deeds, check. Your intention must be correct, just for sake of Allah. Nothing else in that. Then, when you perform the niyat, there is another niyat behind it. When we perform the niyat, I am doing this task for sake of Allah, Qurbatanullah. That Qurbatanullah you are performing on your like the prayer to pray to Rakat Namaz al-Fajr. There is another niyat behind it. And that normally people forget. No need to mention, but at least keep in your mind. What niyat is that? Niyat is that I am offering the salat to seek nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and also to follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. I am not going to perform the salat I like. I am not going to design my salat what I want. No, I offer the salat which Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Ahlul Bayt taught me. If we have that intention, then we can make our salat rewardable. If we are praying according to what we want, then you saw everyone's prayer is different. Why are all the Shias prayer have one prayer? Because we get the prayer from the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. That is it. Indirectly we have niyat, because we cannot perform any task without the following of Ahlul Bayt, because we cannot design to look at salat by our own. Allah says, Aqimu salat wa atu zakat. Allah never said how you design your salat. Salat is best on the sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How the Prophet offered, you have to follow in your life. And that is automatically give a thawab following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Prophet. I ask the kids, when you respect your parents, why you have to respect your parents? They say because Allah told us to respect our parents. You say, yes, you deserve the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because you respect your parents because of Allah told you. But there is another reason. You say, yes, Prophet Allah said, Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also said, to be nice to your parents. They say, anyone else said? They say, our Imam said, there are these two. So that means if you keep all the three people in mind, Allah is telling you, but also Prophet is saying, because the Prophet is propagator, Imam, you deserve the dua and thawab from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah is going to give the thawab for sincere intention. You're doing just for sake of Allah. But we cannot do anything for sake of Allah unless we know that things are given to us through Prophet and Imam. If Prophet and Imam was not in between Allah and us, we cannot receive any knowledge which give us salvation and success in hereafter. No possibility of another life. We cannot get any knowledge if these people are not sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the sign of Allah's justice and adalat. This sign of His mercy. That's very important to know. So now we have to count a few good deeds which in al-Hasanat yuzhibna sayyat. So we can say, ayyukum ahsanu amala. They become the best rewardable deeds for us in this world and hereafter. Now if you count yourself, you can make a list yourself, right? Then you choose according to your knowledge. Understand? If you go to Ahlul Bayt and ask from them, they're going to make list according to their knowledge. Understand? That is it. Okay. So if I ask you to make a list, what you plan going to do for today? In the morning you wake up, okay, I have musharaka for myself. What musharaka you want to do? Everyone have their own, like the decision of life, their own task, own, like the preferences, you decide accordingly. Try make all straight together. In the morning you wake up. My intention is to go to work. Go to work. My job is wajib. But in between there are many things you may miss where you can receive the reward. What is that? Number one, you wake up. First you have to offer your salat. So you start from wuzu. At least when you perform the wuzu, you can collect 50 good deeds from them. How many? 50 good deeds you can collect from just performing the wuzu. Because there are 50 recommendeds regarding the wuzu. 50 things there, if you pay attention, you can increase the sawab. Wuzu is amal. Wuzu is a task. But when you make it best task, best deed, then you have to add so many things. I mentioned 2 yesterday, right? Facing the Qibla, reciting Ayatul Kursi. If you recite Ayatul Kursi after the wuzu, 40 years of sawab. In between, so many other things. All the dua you perform, all the like the mustahab things you perform. If you perform everything, you collect lots of good deeds if you increase your knowledge about how to perform this. Again, when you come on the musalla, you start praying. Azan and Aqamas. You miss lots of things, guys. We are missing lots of good deeds. We easily add in our deed book. I was observing when you are someone giving Azan. I never heard it. Maulana Ahmed Sahib used to come in our center, and when someone talked during Azan, he become very angry. And I don't have like exact hadith in my mind, but my one of our full-time school teacher, she asked for me again, if you perform any activities against the Azan, especially talking conversation, if disturbing the muezzin, you lose 40 years of good deeds if you just cause problem for a muezzin or talk during Azan. So yes, we are losing somewhere. We have some holes in our box to where we collect our good deeds. So this is very important. But if you repeat the Azan, I'm teaching you something good. If you repeat the Azan, one person came to the Prophet, he said, Prophet, I'm poor. What should I do? You say, go whenever a muezzin gives the Azan, repeat the Azan, Allah is going to remove the poverty from your life. You're going to become rich. So if you remember this hadith, then we make Amal Ahsan Amal. Amal is easy. But what my point is, Ayyukum Ahsan Amala. How we make our deed best deed. Azan is good. Giving Azan is one of the great opportunity. You all give the Azan, alhamdulillah, get chance. But when someone is giving Azan, if you repeat with him, you also receive Sawab. And Sawab is that Allah is going to make you rich. Salat, several things. One of the things we miss in the Salat. In the morning, I'm talking about the where we miss the good deeds. That's my point. You design your day. I'm designing your day according to that, right? Because right now, before you have to like design your own marriage, right? Right now it's not happening like that. They have planners, right? Yes. So I'm the planner for your day. Besides about me. Event planners especially come in, they plan your whole marriage. I'm the day planner. I plan your day, right? Incorrectly. So go next one. So when you go, pray your salat, offer your salat with full attention. I have 28 recommendations how to pay attention in the salat. I mentioned sometime here, but inshallah some other time, if someone forget, inshallah I remind again. 28 things to prepare before salat, to have proper attention in salat, to receive full salat. if your attention not diverted, this is Prophet hadith. If someone offered 2 rakat salat, when his attention not diverted from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your full attention is salat, thinking about Allah, nothing else about word, then before he finishes salat, Allah is going to forgive his sin. So attention is very important. But again you have chance for forgiveness. So when you finish your salat and you just change your position from tashahhud, do not change your position from tashahhud. Remain in the position of tashahhud. When your feet is on your feet, do not change. Unless you recite Tasbih Fatima Az-Zahra Salamullah alayha. What is sawab of that? There are many hadiths about Tasbih Fatima Az-Zahra Salamullah. You make your 1 rakat 1000 rakat. If you offer a Tasbih Fatima Az-Zahra just after Salat, even after changing the position, you receive 1 rakat, going to count as 1000 rakat. Khairun min alfi shahr. But other way, if you do not change your position and recite, then Allah forgive your sin. This hadith mentioned in that. Go and check yourself. So this is the best thing. Deed is reciting salat. Best deed, complete with Tasbih Fatima Az-Zahra without changing your position. Recite salat. My time is short. I'm going to go fast because I'm not going to discuss all the things. If you go then you need more time to plan your day. But I go fast, right? So when you eat your breakfast, right? You start your breakfast, you drink water, you have 100 chance of collect good deeds. How many? 100 good deeds you can collect. I ask kids to show me how to drink water. They say 3, I say no, there is 7. I told them, is 4 people in my class, check in their notes, I will give all these 7 things. To do before you drink water, you have to check 7 mustahab things to do before that. If you do the 7 things to drink the water, before you leave your glass from your hand to the table, Allah remove the sin from your deed. This hadith. And they are available, all these hadiths I am mentioning, in most easiest book you can check yourself in all the languages, Jillatul Muttaqeen from Allama Majlisi. This book of etiquette, available in Persian, Arabic, Urdu, English, all languages, this book is available. So go yourself, read. Right? When you dress yourself, you can collect more than 50 deeds, good deeds. When you wear your clothes, you must know which clothes you have to wear, how you wear, what you have to say. When you eat your food, you also collect so many good deeds. Because she said you have to know this 12 etiquettes of eating food, which is another matter. I'm not going to discuss right now. But you check, I'm just reminding you to check if you want to make your day best day. And so now you keep the eyes on every small part of your deeds to make it more important. It's not possible if you're not educating yourself and not remembering at the time of action. One of my friends, I told you here, no, but again I remind you again. It's best thing. When you eat the food sometime, either you're eating fast or maybe this food is not like good for your body, there's a way to make it useful for you, and there's a dua. I told you before, right? What you say when you eat? Before Bismillah, recite a Surah Fatah for your marumeen and start testing with the light salt. These are. But before you take a morsel, a mouth, you say, Ya ta'amu in zaratani fa qasamtuka bi Ali ibn Abi Talib. What do you say? Ya ta'amu, O food, in zaratani, if you become harmful to me, then I complain to Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib about you. So what happened? If you say, oh food, if you are harmful for me, then I will complain to Imam Ali Islam. That means the food going to be not have any harmful effect for you, because there is a way to make the food useful for you, bring a positive energy to have a good thoughts, and you can make your life in a straight way. So this is Ya Ta'amun in Zaratani wa Qasam Toba Ali ibn Abi Talib. The best dua to read before you start your meal. So you see, we are going to pursue a very healthy and successful life. Recite Salawat, please. Exiting from your home, coming back to home, they all have dua, all have the best thing. The minimum dua when you step out from your home, say Assalamu Alaikum. Ya Aba Abdullah, Assalamu Alaikum Imam Ali Rabah, Assalamu Alaikum Salam. 3 salam you send at least minimum, you receive a great dua and you're going to be safe and successful in your day. Then you work sincerely. The intention must be, I'm going to fulfill my duty, whatever bestowed upon me as a doctor, as an engineer, as a professor, as an employee, whatever you're doing, give your 100% to them. If you're giving 100% to them, then Allah will give you a much more reward than you deserve from them. Because then you are doing for sake of. Why you are doing 100% for them? Not because you receive a good salary from, no. Because you are representative of Ahlul Bayt. You are a believer. You are doing 100% because you recognize by them. They say, oh, when I hire a person from Jafriya, from Az-Zahra Center, these people are very honest in their work. They work best because they are not only working for themselves. They are working on behalf of Ahlul Bayt because their name is attached to Ahlul Bayt, and if you uplift the name of Ahlul Bayt, Allah is going to uplift your name in the paradise. That's the thing. When we go for work, we don't work like lazy people. No, we give our 100% for sake of whom? For Allah, for Prophet, for Imam, because we present them. If we are condemned by our employer, that means we are actually giving the bad name to Ahlul Bayt. Then your day is still going on. The best thing, guys, when you're driving, you cannot do anything. Right? I told you before. When you're driving, you're stuck. You cannot perform any deed. You can perform 2 good deeds. Continuously recite Salawat, Lisanan Zakira, that is means. Or at least recite Surah Fatiha for Marumeen. And if you do continuously while you're traveling, your travel time is going to be not boring. Number 2, you're going to receive a great thawab from Allah. Yes, if you feel bored, you are allowed to listen some good talk show, but not bad. Recite Salawat, please. I'm not deleting any fun part of your life because it's Imam Ali said you have to design your life in 3 or 4 categories. One category, 8 hours for your sleep, 8 hours for your earning. Other 8 hours is half is for worship, half is for socialization. This is the best way they design in different ways. This is the best thing. So if you design like that, if every slot is at their own time, you're not mixing energy, you're not disturbing other part of your life, then you have easy time. Yes, you can leave your sleep for few good things. One of things I receive, you can reduce your sleep for sake of azadari. I found a very good piece recently. You say, when Imam Hussain said, my follower going to reduce their sleep because of coming in the majalis. This way. Otherwise, you have to reduce your, like the sleeping time for ibadat, for reciting Quran, for acquiring knowledge, or for marriage purpose. This is only 3 or 4 are permissible. Otherwise, you do not have right to disturb your sleep. Yes, some way you can change your life. So this is called ahsan. So you have whole life, especially I mentioned one hadith. Remember carefully, your biggest responsibility for your children. And Prophet said, if you come and stay with me in Medina, for how many days or do that? The Sunni have the other hadith. I can quote the Sunni one, it's better. They have the same. I read much, which I read, it says, if you sit with me in my shrine, right, you feel more pleasure. The Prophet said, no. If you sit with your own kids at your home and teach my hadith to them, I feel more pleasure than you come and sit with me in Medina and Nawab. This is our version. But the other version is better, I think you can see how they get it, but it's still good to know. You say if you go and do the itikaf for 3 days in the Masjid al-Nabawi, better than that is you stay with your own kids, spend 1 hour with them and give them comfort. There is no teaching is mentioned. You can, if you give a good time to your family, Prophet like it to spend with him in the masjid. We are not giving time to our kids. We are not spending time with them. If we spend time with them, teach them good things, this is one of the greatest rewardable act. If we think that we are by spending the time with them, make them straight, give them good knowledge about Prophet and Imam, so they can brought up in right manner, they become a successful believer. That's the reason we have to give them time. This whole day is like that, helping each other in the family. I'm not going to touching the part this time. The part is very tricky, right? Especially when men help women in the household work, they're extremely important. Prophet liked to do that, but we normally feel shy in that, but that is the best thing. Only the brave and courageous men are, they do not feel shy to help their women in their household. For sake of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, besides Allah. No doubt. We do it and keep one thing in mind. Why? If we do so, is bring the three benefits. Number one, among them, the intimacy going to increase. Our Prophet going to like us, because when Prophet Sayyid normally helping people Fatima in the household work, he came, this is a rewardable like Hajj. The reward is much more. So if you help each other, this is sign of caring each other. This is sign of reducing burden from other person. This sign of helping in the household, so we appreciate your hard work. Sometimes you feel how it look like, right? So you can appreciate it. And there's many other aspects. I have very limited time. I can conclude soon, but you understand. Allah said, "Ayyukum ahsanu." Who is among you perform the best deed? Deed is easy to perform. But making his best deed need the best knowledge. Without knowledge, we cannot make our deeds best deed. It's only possible we choose on right time and right way and act correctly, and we receive the great thawab. Otherwise, you're going to miss that part. Alhamdulillah, you're coming here, this is the best choice. You come and spend a few hours in the center. This is the best thing. This can include so many good deeds together. What sixth Imam said, if you cannot come and visit us, when you come in here, remember that. If you cannot come and visit us, then go and visit our believers. We're going to give you same sawab like you visited us. So I'm coming here, Shan. Now this last part. I tried to finish 5 minutes before, but I took 5 minutes extra yesterday, so I'm going to give you dedication today. Is that also? So I have so many things, but I try to make it short so you enjoy and remember things. So I give information very fast. I don't look either directly. It's important to keep in your mind. So when you come in here, you normally see each other. Father said, when a believer see other believers, bring a smile on his face. Due to his smile, Allah make the paradise wajib upon him. How beautiful is that? The person is coming from hard work, is tired. If you look at him and smile, and he smiled, Allah said, इस मुस्कुराहट पे हमारी जान कुर्बान है. This ayat is Allah. It's very important. So when you meet the believers with the smiling face, this is one of the signs of the believers. It's a good thing. Yes, even though it's Muharram, you are said, but still meeting each other is one. Is this you are welcoming the believer? You are not like upset when you see this person. You have no impurity, no like any malefied intention in your heart or mind. You have good feeling about him. But that's not it. This part is very crucial, very important. I think the whole majlis is one side, that part is one side. Remember guys, best deed is very important. How you make it best deed is not easy. I am giving you very important clue to keep in your mind. So what our sixth Imam, Imam Jafar Sadiq said, he said, when a believer meet each other, either they do the mu'anaqa or musafiha. Either they shake hand or hug each other. Allah shah, this is for tomorrow, but I am reciting today. I am reciting tomorrow again this hadith, okay? Remember, tomorrow's subject is Rahmat. And this is the part of the rahmat. Because today's majority of people are here, they may be not here tomorrow. So this part of tomorrow's majlis, I am giving you today as a gift. That does not mean you don't come tomorrow. It's about mercy. Rahmat. Rahmat is topic, hopefully, if I don't change the topic. Because Rahmat is my recent topic. I made a book, almost 100-page book regarding the Rahmat. What is the Rahmat? How we receive Rahmat? Which things are block our Rahmat? And what is the best Rahmat to receive? This form the Rahmat. But again, it's fit with the good deeds too. So when the believers meet each other with a smile, right? But Fatma Zahra said, the paradise become like this. But if they meet, Dijda Musafir or Mu'anaka, Allah showers 100 mercy and rahmat upon them. How many? 100 mercy and rahmat upon them. Clues here. Out of these two people, one receive 1, other receive 99. When I said this hadith in the past majlis in Atlanta, the person said, this is in Salam, hadith of Imam Hussain. Imam Hussain said, whoever says Salam is Mustab, whoever answer is wajib. So whoever says Salam first, this 70 Thawab in Salam, 69 goes to the person who says Salam, one who receives, who answers. This is a little different. When two people do the mu'anaka or musafir, Allah sends His 100 mercy upon them. One receive 1, another receive 99. So here is a very typical problem. Right? In Salam, yes, at least one person taking initiative. So you deserve extra sawab. Here both are working together, both are going together, both are extending hand together, both are opening their arms together. So why one receive extra, one receive less? Imam Jafar said, one person who will receive 99, he believes other person is more respectable and greater than him. He feels himself inferior. As soon as he feels himself inferior in other believers, the who are feeling inferior, he get 99. Who feel superior to others, he get only 1. The problem is that our whole life is designed like that. I must have the better car so I can show up. I'm better than you. I have bigger house because I'm better than you. My dress is more like bigger logo, so I'm better than you. So our design is like that. We are doing every day to show our like betterness, or we feel we are better than others. So we are doing these things. But Imam said, no, opposite of that. If you go in front of your other believers, you show humbleness. If you show humbleness, then Allah give you biggest reward. You get 99 because you feel I'm inferior than my brother. My brother is better than me. Who am I meeting is superior than me. He is more respectable than me. I'm inferior. If you feel so, what is the greatest benefit you receive? You'll never become mutakabbir or arrogant. You're always humble. When you humble, Allah showers His mercy on humble. Means humbleness makes all deeds as you know, amala. Recite Sabat. I think I gave you enough to design your day from Musharata to Murakaba to Muhaseba. In Muhaseba, to check whenever we meet each other, I always feel you are better than me. And normally people say, Maulana, you always take advantage. People go to you, none of them think they are better. We feel you are better. How you feel? I say, no, when I meet the people, I know my responsibility is very hard. I may not be fulfilling my responsibility according to knowledge I have, but your responsibilities are less. So maybe you are superior in the eyes of Allah than me. But your duty is you think for believers like that. And that's the other ways to think better than others. Why we have to consider other people they are superior than us? There are many ways to design our mind to think like that. So we have better relationship with each other. The society develop in a very healthy environment. Yazid wanted to destroy that. Imam Hussain said, if we have no Karbala, all the good deeds change into bad deeds, and bad deeds change into good deeds. So whenever we perform the good deeds, it's only because Imam Hussain didn't allow Yazid to change the religion Islam. But there are many things they sacrifice. Among their sacrifice, one of them is sacrifice of women of Ahlul Bayt. These are days after the Ashura Muharram, they kept as a prisoner. Women and all the children, they kept as a prisoner. I said among them the most suffered child is Hazrat Sakina Salamullah. She was thirsty in the Karbala. She was thirsty in night of Ashura. You know why she's thirsty? When Shami Ghariban, darkness fall on the desert of Karbala, Hurbai brought some water. As soon as water reached to the Hazrat Zainab Salamullah, the children were tired, they sleeping. So Hazrat Zainab Salamullah woke up Hazrat Sakina Salamullah first and gave her water. As soon as Sakina woke up, she asked, who brought the water? Is my uncle Abbas came back. My Abbas brought water for me. Hazrat Zainab said, no, Sakina, your uncle Abbas martyred in the Karbala. He didn't return back. But water is here. Can you drink water? You are very thirsty. Sakina looked at the children. They are all sleeping. And Sakina asked, oh my aunt, why you wake up me first? Why you giving water to me first? Why the other children are not served? Then Hazrat Sakina Salamullah received the answer. Oh Sakina, your youngest one, who is youngest, as he is feeling more thirst, he is suffering more from thirst, so I am giving water to you. Hazrat Sakina didn't like that, took the water toward her lips. She held the water and going toward the battlefield. Hazrat Zainab Salamullah holding her arm, asking, oh Sakina, where are you going? You say, oh aunt, you just answer me. Who is youngest one? His thirst is more painful for him. My Az-Zahra is more younger than me. He is sleeping in desert of Karbala. I am going to go and feed him first, then I drink. Hazrat Zainab Salamullah start crying, oh Sakina, your brother Az-Zahra, he already quenched his thirst on the Kawthar. Now you have to drink water. You know, when someone receiving water and they're remembering the thirst of all their dear one and loved ones, how can they satisfy themselves? Now Sakina is moving toward the Karbala. From Karbala they're going Kufa. When they are in way of the Kufa, what they saw, Sakina is thirsty. They are not giving enough water to all the children. At the time, Hazrat Sakina saw Yazid is feeding. Yazid army is there. Shimr is feeding the water to everyone. At the time, Hazrat Sakina asked Hazrat Zainab Salam, can I ask for water? Hazrat is asking for water. There is no humiliation in them. Go and ask water, he can give you. As Hazrat Sakina Salamullah are coming to Shem, you are giving water to everyone. I am thirsty too. Just feed you all the soldiers. If some water left, can you give some water to me? I am very thirsty. She is holding her empty, dry pot. Seeing, you know, when you fast, in month of Ramzan, you feel thirst. But when some people are, due to sickness, they are not allowed to fast. Instead, they are not allowed to eat and drink in front of the people they are fasting because their thirst is triggered. They feel more thirsty if there someone is drinking water, eating in front of them. You know, fast, Sakina was thirsty. And all the people, they are receiving the water. Sakina is looking at them. Finally, he fed water to everyone. Now Sakina is willing to get some water. She's holding her pot in her hand, looking at Shem, give me some water. Suddenly he brought his water skin close to the pot of Hazrat Sakina. Sakina was thinking he's going to fill the water pot, but suddenly he opened the water bag toward the desert, toward the ground. All water is spilled on the ground. Sakina looking at his face. Why are not you filling my empty pot? I'm thirsty. That Sakina had no answer. She threw herself on the wet ground, looking at the Najab. Say, oh my grandfather, you are Saki a Kausar. You're going to give water to everyone, but your grandchildren are suffering from thirst. No one giving them water. But Sakina is moving toward the Karbala, from Karbala to Kufa. when he reached to Kufa, you see, you are hearing in the Marsiya, there is a two story there. One is from Shirin, one another story when Hazrat Sakina asking water. When she was sitting on the same camel, Hazrat Zainab Salamullah was holding Hazrat Sakina. When Hazrat Sakina holding, when they reached close to the Kufa, what they saw, Hazrat Sakina asking for water. When they asking for water, suddenly a woman, she heard the cry of Hazrat Sakina Salamullah alaiha. She found she is thirsty. She sent her servant, asked, bring this camel close to my house and I can give the water to this orphan child. And she brought the water, say, oh, get the water, oh child, I am giving water to you. But as soon as Sakina received the water, she asked one favor, oh Sakina, when you're drinking water, I heard from the Prophet ﷺ, whenever an orphan pray for desires, Allah fulfill their wishes faster than anyone. I see you are orphan, can you ask for my wishes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? As soon as Bibi Zainab Salamullah heard this lady is asking for some favor, she says, Sakina, Sakina, do not drink the water. Let's first pray for this lady, then we going to drink the water. Sakina spread her burnt shirt. Say, oh lady, ask me, give me your wishes. I ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She say, my husband is on journey. He returns safely, pray for me. As soon as Sakina say, oh my Lord, bring his husband safely to his home. And then she asked the second wish, where you become orphan, Allah keep his father and mother alive for my children, my children not become orphan. Bibi Sakina Salamullah asking, oh my Lord, for sake of my orphanage, and do not make this lady's children's orphan. Then again the third wish they asked, oh my third wish is that I get chance to visit the Medina. As soon as Zainab heard that thing, say, why you want to go to Medina? She said, because my master live in Medina. She asked, who is your master? Where did they live? They say, live in the Mahalle Bani Hashim. Then baby Zainab become more curious. He asked, who is your master? They say, my master is Hussain ibn Ali. Then Hazrat Zainab asked, do you know only Hussain ibn Ali? You know anyone else? Then that lady bring her mouth close to the ear of Bibi Zainab Salamullah alaiha. In very soft voice she tell, my mistress Zainab bin Kulsum also live there. You say, why you saying in this manner? You see, you know, everywhere the non-mahrams are standing. How can I bring the name of Zainab bin Kulsum among them? Then Bibi Zainab asked, oh lady, if you're going to see your mistress Zainab bin Kulsum, you're going to recognize them. She said, yes, how come I not recognize them? I was serving them for many years, I'm their servant. Then Bibi Zainab removed her hair from her face. Say, oh my Habiba, you did not recognize your Zainab. I am your Zainab, that is my Kulsum. That is the daughter of Hussain sitting on my lap. Your master Hussain martyred in the Karbala. We become prisoners and the Yazid army is taking us to Sham. Say, Alamul Ladina Zalamu. Ayyaman Khalabiyan Khalabun. Ya Hussain. 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 Ya Hussain.
तीरों के मुसल्ले पर वो सजदे शुक्राना, तीरों के मुसल्ले पर